If you are thinking about working for a startup, here are a list of questions to ask about your offer. So this video is on valuation, and there should be at least 2 numbers you should ask for from a valuation perspective. Okay, 3. First is last round's valuation, fully diluted. So that gives you a sense of how much the investors have valued the company at. It generally kind of tells you how grown up this company is. Now, note in this market right now, the comp valuations that a VC gives tend to be a lot higher than what that company would actually sell for, which means that essentially that gives you a sense of how much your shares will actually be worth, which is why it's also important to ask for the 409A valuation. This is not VC given. It's given by kind of like a third-party auditor. The IRS asked for this as a way to determine like the fair market value. And what you really need to know is that the 409A valuation tends to be much lower than the VC's last round valuation. This should be less true as a company is going towards being public, but at the early stages, this is very true. And so if you know what that valuation is and when it was done, it can give you kind of a general sense or range of how established and how successful thus far this startup has been. Finally, I would absolutely ask for what the pref stack is, and the TLDR on this, I have a whole video about this, is that if the pref stack, let's say, is $100 million, that means you as the employee will not get a cent until that company gets sold for more than $100 million, which is why it's relevant to know how big the pref stack is before you join a company.